Alright guys, this is going to be the second part to my fishing box. So when I said the last video I was going to open, show you guys in this one. Show you real quick, I actually had to change places. This is actually our building. A lot of stuff, you can tell that. Fishing box over there, it's the big old blue box there. That's my main fishing stuff right there, but you know, basic cup building, welder, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna open this up real quick. I actually got extremely cold outside. I'm not really gonna go back out there. It was terrible, I'm gonna tell you that. So right off the bat, we have some lures. So these are the little fishy things. I think they're supposed to be little shad, if I'm not mistaken. The little tail that you know, goes a little twibbly, whatever you want to call it. Kind of shakes as it goes through the water. Scares all the fish away, you know, that kind of lure. This is an older lure. Haven't been able to try these out yet, but I will try them. Going straight off, these are like shiners type thing. I don't know what you call them, but have not used these. This is a little silver one, shines light, which does help. Did not use this one. Don't even know if it works, actually, to tell you the truth. Moving on, I'm gonna do this rather quick. Close. Did it close? Close. It's a miracle. Ugh. Try doing this one hand, holding the camera and trying to open a box. It's terrible. Alright. Jumble of mess. I heard that bass, they like bugs, so they go after this kind of stuff. I'm gonna try it. I mean, yellow is a good color because of the state park I fish at. What I found out is that yellow is a color they like going after, so I guess this would work. Got a little bug there. They also, as I said before, they do like bugs. But they're actually pretty interesting creatures. I did a lot of research on them. See that stuff right there? That? It's pretty good lures. That they'll actually go after catfish, trout, a few other things. But one of their main baits that fisher people use are called golden shiners. That's what I've learned, and supposedly those are supposed to get pretty big ones, pretty big bass. So say small, but look at that. It's stuck up in there. Good grief. They're gonna go after catfish. So you got a little catfish head, little catfish body. Same thing, little. I think it's supposed to be a little shad, you know, silver shad, blue on top, shining because of the light, the sun. Well, I don't really have any sunlight in here, but I haven't used this one. Have used this one. Actually, I was fishing one day. I had another one. It was probably the third time I fished. No, I'm sorry. Let me restate myself. I was fishing one day and down a small little river. It runs off a dam. It goes down into a small little area of water. And I was using one of these. It had the hat on it and the whole catfish thing jig. And I cast it in. This is when I really didn't know anything about fishing. You know, this thing's got a heavy sinker head. And I snagged something and lost it. I guess that's what you always get. So, let me put this back real quick. Now opening this one. These. Now, please explain to me what these are. I think it's pretty much like I guess a spinnerbait. It's got the little leaf on it, little shining gold things and a hook. I don't know how it works. I think it goes through the water, and this thing spins in the gold. It's a little old. You probably see a little kind of crusty, kind of terrible. These are the exact same thing, but these are silver, which is a little bit better. Need to try these out. Really do. Moving on. I just hate it when I can't shut the box. Please shut. There we go. Next little box. Did I already do this one? Shoot, I did that one. Wow. I'm forgetting everything. Man, that's the weirdest thing I've done in a long time. Forget that I did that. Pliers. These don't really work good. I just use them for the knife. That's in there. See, it's broken. My fishing pliers. These are the ones that I use. Get off of me, stupid line. I use these for cutting lines. Got a cutting blade. Oh, there's the cutting blade right there. I use that for cutting line. These are crummy pliers anyway. I mean, they do well. It's not the best, but they work for me. Open up this box. Goodness. There we go. Fish hooks. These are equal claw. This one's equal claw. This one's equal claw, and I do not. It's the red kind. I got a treble hook in this. Trebles are good for like wrapping around chicken or using dip baits, things like that. Especially, but think about it. I mean, this is the reason why I don't like messing around with hooks. They grab it a bunch. It's got the little. I don't think you can see. Let me see if I can get it. It's got little tiny hooks right there. As they hook the fish, through the mouth, they'll help for it not getting out. Something like that, or it's to help your baits. I'm getting kind of confused right now. So, say eagle claws, the whole bundle comes out. These are the gold ones. These are smaller. I usually use these for brim. What I've learned out, bluegill, is that bass love bluegill. So you can remember that. Is that they actually came out with this bait. It's about comparison size to that knife, about that big. Maybe it's about that tall. It looks exactly like a bluegill. It's got the hook that comes out the side of it, goes up, and it's got the little thing to tie your line to. But I saw someone else's video and he was using it, and it worked amazing. He's pulling out big old not catfish. A bass, largemouth bass, and he did really well. I forgot the site now that you can get them off of. Oh, it's in my mind. Matt Lure, yeah, something like Matt Lure. That's what it's called. These are these right here. These are some treble hook that I actually took off a lure that wasn't working well. I used it for my testing lure to test on my line. This is a bigger odd hook, 90 degree. Does pretty well. I usually hunk the worms on it, to catch catfish. This is actually take that back. This is actually the main kind of hook I use for catching catfish. It works out well. I actually have one of my own catfish rigs. A man showed me, and it works really well. I'll probably show you a video on that. Well, that's my little hook box. It's pretty small. I mean, well, it's decent, I would say. It's not the best. Moving on. There we go. I hate messing with this. Okay, grief. Even the time you go into your fishing box, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get myself a lure now. You open up your box and say, now which one am I gonna get? Okay, I'm gonna get that one way down in there. Okay, let's see if I can get it. Oh, I got one out. Well, that was a miracle. Yeah. I got one out. I got a 2 out. Okay, this is kind of a line in the box. Okay. Yes, okay. Look at that. You look at that. You look at that. I'll fix that in a minute. Yes, people. I hate it too. And my spinner baits. These are precious to me. A little wetness in the box, but it works pretty well. So, I'm going to show you I'm going to show you these fishing lures once I untangle them in the next part. So, stay tuned to the next part. Like or subscribe or comment. So, thank you and goodbye.